This is That's How Strong My Love Is by the legend himself, the late great Mr. Otis Redding. I hope you enjoy it. If I was the sun way up there, I'd go with love most everywhere. I'll be the moon when the sun goes down, just to let you know I'm still around. That's how strong my love is. That's how strong my love is. Baby, baby, that's how strong my love is. Ooh, child, that's how strong my love is. I'll be the weeping willow, drying my tears. You can go swimming when you are here. I'll be the rainbow when the storm is gone. Wrap you in my colors, I keep you warm. That's how strong my love is. That's how strong my love is. Baby, baby, that's how strong my love is. Ooh, child, that's how strong my love is. I'll be the ocean, so deep and wide. Catch your tears whenever you cry. I'll be a breeze when the storm is gone. Dry your eyes and love you won't. That's how strong my love is. That's how strong my love is. Baby, baby, that's how strong my love is. Oh, that's how strong my love is. So much love, so much love. So much love, I have so much love. Anything you want, give it to you, girl. Any kind of love you need, I'm here for you. That's how strong my love is. 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 Like, comment, subscribe.
Hey guys. Today, so I didn't figure anyone would join at like, oh my goodness, it's just now 9 Eastern. I didn't figure anyone would join, and that's fine because I'll keep up the the replay for anyone who isn't here. Today though, and by the way, that is the picture on the screen is the picture I was talking about with her with like the UTI hair. Oh my god. One thing, she shouldn't have taken, because she had it recently done, she shouldn't have taken the pic until it was out of her roots, because that just looks bad. It looks really bad, and that face she's making looks really bad as well. So today, the only reason why I started streaming so early is because, yeah, you want to be on stream too? As you heard, I'm kitten sitting, and that's all I have to do today, so I figure I might as well stream. Now this is a stream that, well, one of two today we're taking a look at. And we're not going to take a look at the whole thing, but we are going to take a look at part of it. Today is a stream that Kennedy and Clobbering Time did together. But like it's not a Sundays with COD. It's a one-off stream. It's called the stream is called Kennedy and Clobbery Talk Lorne and Christian. And I did ask Clobber before streaming this. I do want to say that. So I don't know if it's interesting. I'm just curious to see how, because the only one we really have is her streaming with Joran. And Joran's bad on his own. And Clobber, is actually a decent streamer. No, he's a good streamer. So I'm interested to see how Kennedy does with someone else and just one person, because there is also, I believe it was like an Andrew Burkett stream where where both Kennedy and Jordan are like talking about Lorne getting anally raped, and I'm just like, what? Uh, and I think Kennedy somehow accidentally got into that stream. I don't know, but they were. I kind of want to listen to that too at some point. But anyhow, let's see how this one goes.
Oh. Well, howdy, loved ones. Whole Clobber Eyes. And I am here with my good friend. I'm so happy to be talking to you, Kennedy. What's up, Kennedy?
Oh, not much. Just, about to delve into the biggest rabbit holes known to man.
Yeah, we're here to discuss who's the bigger loser, Lorne and Chris Chan.
And I think the way this one starts, I watched maybe 10 minutes of it because I want to see if I had anything to say about it. I think the way this one starts is that Kennedy doesn't know, or because Kennedy is one of those people, even if she doesn't know something, she's going to pretend to know it. I don't think she actually knows what a trans person is, which is funny. And yeah, I'm sure I'll have a lot to say about that whenever that comes up.
Or Christine Chan, whichever one you want to describe.
Yeah, fuck that.
It's
always going to be Chris Chan to me. What do you think? Do you think he? Oops. Do you think he really identifies himself as trans? Do you think he?
That's a really big loaded question, because if he does, I don't want to take away from the trans identity that he is trying to make, or she is trying to make. But if not, I don't want to, either way. I kind of think it's a ploy in a way to.
That's exactly what I think.
To get sympathy. He seems to have little to no knowledge of Janine and how to go about that and stuff like that, in a way.
That's what I think.
And he seems very ignorant by the fact that he got his, I'm going to call it the taint pierced, and it got infected.
Yeah.
And he now calls it his vagina.
Okay. I don't actually think that Christian is trans. That's why I use he him pronouns for Christian. But she's not all Jason Blaha. I bet it is in this stream. So not, I don't know. I don't feel like that's a good reason to devalue someone of being trans, because a lot of people give and I just heard of this person, Dylan Mulvaney. I think I'm pronouncing that right. A lot of shit, but she's so new. She just came out, and I'm gonna tell you, whenever you first come out, you're not gonna know a lot of stuff. I know Christian has supposedly been out for 10 years or whatever, but even so, that's a weird reason to devalue someone that they don't know a lot about trans topics, because some people know they're trans, but they just want to what's the word? It's not shade. It's not camouflage, but it's the same. They just want to blend in. want to really be recognized as being trans. They just want people to believe they're cis. It is a bad look. And by the way, why the fuck is the chat box not appearing on our screen? Whatever, it's fine. No, it is a bad look. I agree. That's not why I misgender Chris, but I just don't believe that Chris is actually trans. So, because there are a fair bit of trans people that I don't like but I don't know if that's exactly what she was saying, but honestly I just don't think that she knows, and like I don't know. But let's listen. She mentioned the taint piercing, which I don't know a lot about. I stopped following Chris around that time.
The unclit, yeah.
Yeah, the unclip.
Yeah. Oh, we got Project Predator with us. We got Rammies here. We got Donna here. Nice.
Hi, my little preciouses.
Johnny Utah in the motherfucking house. Johnny Utah says he hates Chris Chan's mom. Why do you hate Chris Chan's mom?
Oh, because she's an abusive piece of shit.
Yeah, I guess she kind of is, right? I mean, but like,
I mean,
he's abusing the
he
fuck.
always has.
He's abusing the fuck out of her now, though.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Well, that certainly didn't age well. No, Christian has always been shitty about his mom, but they've always like been shitty to each other. So I mean, I don't know. I don't think she deserved what happened, but I'll say it. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I'm glad. I'm glad that what had happened to her, and not some. Oh, there's the chat box. Okay. I'm glad what had happened to her, and not some like child, which was always a concern with well any locale really.
If Barb's still in her right mind or not, but all the shit that she did to Chris's from his dad's first marriage, like there are a few talks about like how she would try to starve him and beat him and stuff like that. It's just very awful. I think he moved out at a pretty young age because of it.
So let me ask you: would you consider yourself more of a?
What the fuck is she talking? Is she talking about Christian's brother? Is that what she's talking about? Here's the thing, sorry please. She didn't do one, she did two. And today we're just listening to one of the two. The other stream is about the TikTok predator, the bidet. So that'll be that'll be interesting.
What's going on, Codfisher? Codfisher in the motherfucking house. Trent's in the motherfucking house. What's up, Trent? Would you consider yourself more of a Christorian, or are you more of a Lorneographer? I'm definitely more of a Lorneographer.
Well, to be honest,
you know what though? I will give Clever props. He is like, that's basically the only way you can stream with Kennedy is if you talk about her. You have to ask her questions. And like listening back to that like the Joran Kennedy stream, like I don't think that Joran, I mean yeah, Joran was rude to her and stuff, but I don't think all of what he did in that stream, excuse me, I don't think all of what he did in that stream was necessarily bad. Like asking her like how she found the community and stuff like that. Like I don't think that was a complete failure on Joran's part. Interaction wise, I think the topics he brought up were fucking awful. And I think he had no clue how to steer her away from Jason Blaha. I don't know. I feel like streaming with Kennedy would be... It would be like streaming with a child that is like... Hey, Omega. It would be like streaming with a child that's like... I was gonna say a child that's like Arn Celsius, but I don't know. That sounded mean.
Honest, I didn't get into Christorian stuff till about 3 months ago, and I've been in Lorneography now for about a year.
Oh, nice.
You can thank Mr.
Okay, so clearly she's qualified to be talking about Chris Chan if she's only known about him for 3 months.
Gigi. I found one of his videos, and because occasionally YouTube decides the right suggestion, and
Right.
to watch the old To Catch a Predator stuff when I was little, and I would just want to watch it back in my 20s now. And and I found Andrew's channel when it was still up and had a lot of videos, and I just kind of watched it all for months and months and months.
Now, he asked her a simple question. Are you a Lorneographer or a Christorian? Which one would you consider yourself more? And then she goes off talking about Mr. Gigi and, like, Yee Boys. Like, it's just these weird rabbit trails. Like, who talks like that?
Yeah, it's definitely a rabbit hole to fall into. So Mike Pence is in the motherfucking house. My man Heisenberg's in the motherfucking house. Heisenberg. Lawsuit pending, Heisenberg. I heard your last stream. So when we talk about like,
wait, do we have another lawsuit?
it's gonna be my lawsuit. Gimmick infringement. No, I'm just kidding. I love Heisenberg. So,
dude, she cannot pick up on like social cues at all. It's so awkward talking to her. Clobber was clearly joking. Like you could tell by his voice. Like, I don't know.
We're basically talking about like who the biggest loser is of the two, and I don't know. I'm contending that it's Chris, not Chris. It's Lorne by a mile. What do you think?
I don't know.
Overall?
Okay, well, overall, you have to think about who has possibly had sex. Chris did have sex, regardless if it was with a lot lizard or not. He did have sex.
That is true.
I'm still not 100% sure if Lorne has ever had sex with anyone. His anatomy seems to, his knowledge of a female anatomy.
Okay, so clearly, if you're not a virgin, then you're not a loser. Clearly, that's the bar. All right.
He seems to be very lacking for a man of his age.
Yes, yeah, I am of the opinion that Lorne is still a virgin. So let's see, Lorne, Donna first came across Chris Chan while there was a surge of documentary type post on Chris Chan. Yeah, it's a shame that you can't find Geno Samuel's channel got taken down, so they're all gone. Break it down into two categories. Well, I mean.
Okay, and I should say too, when the date of the stream, this was 4 years ago, August. Oh, so it's almost the birthday. The well, actually 5-year anniversary of the stream. The August 20th, 2018 is when the stream was. So this was before the what's it called? This was before the incest incident happened, and I have no idea what was going on with Chris Chan at this point. I didn't really keep up with them.
That's kind of what we're going to do. We're going to kind of break it down. So, as far as with the ladies, that's pretty. I think we were going to go to advantage Chan on that. Has Chan had more experience with the ladies?
Yeah, I mean they both have a history of stalking females. I believe that's why Chris was kicked out of college. Was he was making unwanted advances toward the female or females
right.
at his college, and poor Lorne was harassing everyone.
Did that happen? I don't remember. I remember like Mary Lee Walsh or whoever the fuck it was tore up his like sign was, but I don't know if he ever got kicked out. Hey Jason.
Every poor convenience store clerk from his house to probably the Mason-Dixon line.
Yeah, every clerk, everybody who gave him the old QDI, everybody who Lorne came in contact with, he was hitting on and stalking and showing up at uninvited. So a lot of people are voting Lorne by a long shot.
Yeah, Lorne with the ladies, definitely, because at least Chris has gotten laid.
Yes. And as far as being catfished, I don't know, like, what the what the score is on the catfishing. Lorne has been catfished probably, let's see, 3 times, 4 times, and then Chris Chan has been catfished at least
400.
Yeah, Chris Chan gets catfished a lot, so it's actually might be a little bit closer than we're thinking.
Yeah, Lorne was probably catfished, or at least attempted to be, a lot more than we know about. Like Amanda James.
Yeah,
ever catfish him. I think he just got straight out of his ass as like a reason something so shitty in that moment in time.
Yeah.
By the way, I do want to say that Kennedy like roboting right now is not my end. That's in the video itself. That's not my internet. So I have no fucking clue what she's saying.
Yeah. But like, yeah, Chris Chan's been catfished. He's had God, fuck, I'm already blanking on there.
He's had that sex with him all posted everywhere.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. And Lorne,
now, as far as notoriety, everyone knows who Chris.
Yeah.
But what were you?
Definitely. Like, well, see, that's the thing. Like, I think Chris Chan's popularity is going to be, he's always going to be more of a popular figure because, I mean, he's still, first of all, he's been around longer. People have known about him longer. And he's still producing videos. You know, he's still doing shit. If Lorne was to get back on YouTube, I mean, I think he could make it closer. But I don't think Lorne is ever going to be able to get back on YouTube. I hope he does. I miss it.
I mean, I don't think he would. I don't know. Maybe if he got another lazy ass PO who just did not give a fuck, because at least this one cares enough to keep him off the internet for his own good.
Okay, Donna has a question. Should we give Chris some slack for having an actual medical problem. And
No, I do not think so at all, because we don't know if Lorne has an actual medical problem. I believe Isaiah focused.
That is so fucking stupid. Like, I don't think that like autism is like an excuse for Chris's like shitty behavior. And plus, they're not even talking about like this is Christian pre like the incest shit. So like, really, what did, other than like try to, I guess I just don't know a lot about Christian, but other than like try to kill like the gameplays guy, what did Chris really do at this point that was that horrible? Like, I know he e-begged and like he was like, most of it was just like shit that he said that was horrible, as far as I know. But even so, like, a lot, it's not an excuse, but it does, you should still take it into accountability if you're talking about Christian, because it to make sense of the stuff that he does and the way that he thinks.
Just on the fact that he might have partial fetal alcohol syndrome.
See, I've heard people say that a lot, and if you look at his like younger pictures, you don't see those characteristics. I think what has happened to Lorne is, I think it's just alcoholism that's made him look all fucked up now.
Well, I went to, and I was going to school to be a clinical psychologist. Mm-hmm. And sometimes
oh boy, here we go. She's gonna tell Clobber how Lorne has Hep C. Let's see how this goes.
Since your skull is, being set at such a small age, you don't have a fully formed skull till you're older. Sometimes partial fetal alcohol syndrome, if it's not really bad, like, your mom was a few months pregnant, didn't realize it, and took a couple of glasses of wine one night, could be the extent of your fetal alcohol syndrome.
Right.
And it's not so bad at that point. Like, it doesn't show.
She just realized there are younger pictures of Lorne out there, and like, he doesn't look. He looks normal, like a guy you would be sitting next to at the what is it, at the dry cleaners.
Oh, until you're fully grown. I would have to see a picture of Lorne as a teenager to tell you yes or no. But since the only ones we have are him as a kid and him now, I can see it going either way.
Well, I've seen his yearbook picture. His yearbook picture is out there. Yeah, I'll have to get that to you. But I have seen his yearbook picture, and he looks fucking normal in his yearbook picture. What's a conscious type person? Clobbery. That's me, man. Let's see.
I think I might actually know more about Lorne than Kennedy does, and that's sad. I think Jordan knows more about Lorne.
Johnny says that Lorne's catfishes were longer, while Chris were short-term and often occurred simultaneously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Chris was just going after anything that would possibly get him laid. At least Lorne was trying to play the long game.
Well, yeah, I mean,
like, get him away.
Chris really he insisted on meeting these girls, though. Like, he at least tried, man.
Yeah, at least have you seen where they did the Sonichu girls? He would, Chris would at least put himself out there to be catfish in these situations, like on the Sonichu, giving them his email address, his phone number, things like that, setting himself up for it.
Yeah. Chris.
Whereas Lorne kind of deserves it too, though.
Oh, Lorne definitely deserves it. And I go back and forth on whether Chris deserves it or not. I mean, to say he deserves it, I don't know. I mean, there's no question that both of these guys are pieces of shit. They're both douchebags. Chris Chan is a douchebag, clearly.
Yeah.
But I mean,
yeah, I mean, the way he talks to Casey in some of them calls makes me want to, like, if someone, like, you know, as a teenager, even if somebody were to talk to me who I was possibly interested in like that, I would have hung up the phone and blocked.
Who's more annoying? You know what? At least I know what. Well, most of the time I actually know what the fuck Jordan's talking about, even if Jordan doesn't know what he's talking about. Kennedy, I'm here. I'm in silence because I don't have anything to say because what she's saying is not. It's not matching up to. Anything that makes sense to me. I don't know what she's like. I really don't know what she's talking about. And it doesn't help that she keeps roboting too. And maybe that's just because I don't know a lot about Chris Chan around this era. Like, I know pre-Christine Chris pretty well, but after that, like, I don't know. I don't know what. I guess I know why they're comparing the two, but like at the same time, like, I don't think Chris really did anything. Like, Lorne was an RSO and was arrested. Oh wait, no, I guess he did the GameStop thing, didn't he? The Blue Arms GameStop thing. Other than that, I don't know. And then almost killed somebody. So I mean, yeah, he's a piece of shit too. But it doesn't. I understand the comparison because they're both lolcows, but that's like all they have in common at this point. Like, now, I mean, they're clearly like both sex weirdos, but back before, like, I don't know.
Blocked their number for a few days and then texted them when I decided to, being like, have you decided to behave yourself yet?
Well, yeah, but Lorne does the same thing, though.
Yeah, Lorne does the exact same thing, but still, Lorne's
actually worse because you've heard those. I've never heard a voicemail where Chris Chan has been like fucking abusive like Lorne has.
I don't know. Chris Chan has started drinking apparently in his newer videos.
Well, I'm not saying that Chris Chan's not a dick. I'm just saying that I haven't heard him be abusive to the level that Lorne clearly has.
Well, all Lorne does is scream, multi-syllable scream, and then when somebody finally points out something that.
Hey, IREX scammers. I can't. Hold on. Exactly. And that's the thing. Like, Kennady's one of those people who, like, and I couldn't read your comment because the stupid heart was in the way. I have the mobile version. Kennady's one of those people who pretends to be smarter than they are. Whenever it's just like be yourself and you'll be a lot more entertaining. Like, you don't have to be like, the community is not really like, yeah, I mean, it's nice to have someone who is smart and who knows their shit, but like, I mean, it's not, I don't know, it's not a science. It's not brain surgery, you know what I mean? It's just looking at lolcows. It's not that big of a, you don't have to have an encyclopedia You don't have major knowledge of like the world or whatever.
You know, or bullshit that he's done. I don't know if Chris would ever do that, or if he would go to toe with someone who's obviously more intellectual than he is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I would have to like test that theory for me to see like, go toe to toe with someone if they were to stand up to him.
Yeah.
You know, that we never really told no as children. Like we know Barb and his Chris's father, baby Chris, and I believe that thing was done for him.
I have no fucking clue what she's even saying at this point. She's roboting so bad. True. They weren't really commenting on Lockout. Well, they did talk about Jason Blaha, so there's that, I guess. I don't know, Heisenberg. I wouldn't want to go there though.
You're breaking up a little bit there, Precious.
Oh, can you hear me?
Now I can. Mike Pence wants to know who's Chris Chan. Are you serious, Mike? Let's see.
Just go Google Cricky, the CWC wiki.
Yeah, it's
Cricky. It's the quickie. It's not Cricky. Oh my god. You should really like okay, it's fine. It's fine to talk about I don't want to gatekeep anyone. Like if you don't know a lot about Lorne or if you don't know a lot about Chris Chan or Joran or anyone, it's fine to stream about it, but don't pretend like don't like sit here and pretend like you know the stuff. Like you're just going to make yourself sound stupid.
There's plenty of information about Chris Chan out there. Donna said Chris would do anything for attention. Let's face it, he stuck his own Sonichu medallion up his ass for attention.
No, he didn't. It was part of the Blue Spike saga, and a lot of people were polarized on Blue Spike.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the Blue Spike saga. I think that's where it got a little too dark for me.
Yeah. I mean, the kid was he was 12 at the time. He recently emerged on a forum. I believe it was Kiwi Farms for a few days, and like profusely apologized for his actions as a child towards Chris. He realized.
Heisenberg says, wow, a conversation about Lorne and Chris Chan? Could you imagine a radio play sketch? Radio play comedy sketch where they have a deep philosophical conversation with one another? That would be crazy. That's like top-notch comedy. You must have been $100 patron of Joran's to figure that one out.
What he did was very wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But basically.
By the way, I just wanted to say we're 15 minutes in and this stream is 2 hours. I don't think we're gonna. This might actually be like a 4-part stream. I don't know. We'll see.
Something was being held hostage. I don't remember if it was PlayStation Plus account, something something to do with video games was being held hostage by
his
Blue.
PlayStation got hacked.
So I don't think it was more for attention. It was more to get his PlayStation Plus account back.
Clobber was trying to say that it wasn't for attention, but then she interrupted him. And now is arguing with Clobber the point Clobber was going to make. Like, I don't know.
I don't think he ever intended for that clip to ever be published.
Yeah, the stuff that like happened to Chris Chan was like really, really fucked up.
And with the Blue Spike saga, and then he came back out a few months later though and did something really awful. I can't remember what it was though. Yeah. I remember if he made the or what.
The what?
But it was pretty bad.
He made
what?
He made the what?
I believe he made 9/11 jokes a few months after that, where he like.
Oh right, he did the Clyde Cash. Yes, he sure did. Yeah, he caught a lot. Caught a lot of shit for that.
But people are still babying Chris.
Well, I mean,
like
yeah, I guess
and
Chris has a handler now. Somebody from
he has the idea guy. The idea guy has gone missing now, but the handler.
The Kiwi farms, like some of them, the way they are with Chris is really weird. Yeah, I really wasn't keeping up much, but I don't know. Like I've been on Kiwi farms and I don't really like it. I don't like the vibe, I guess, that goes there. Like the only reason I would go there now, well, I can't go there now really, because it's like dark web shit now, isn't it? But the only reason why I would go there is like just to find like information on lolcows. Like if I was going to stream about King Cobra or whatever, it's a good place for that. But other than that, like I don't know, just like all like the edgy speak, like, well, that's what I call it, but just like all like the slurs and stuff. It's just like I don't know. Like I feel like you can make fun of someone without like calling that like without like calling them like the F word or like the N word or whatever. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I don't know if he still is in contact with Idea Guy or not, but for the most part, Chris does whatever Chris wants to do regardless.
Johnny says, imagine if one of Chris Chan's trolls got a hold of Lorne, he'd be shoving a Bud bottle up his ass. Probably.
I would pay that one.
Trent, yes, I do. That is where I got my my username. His selfishness and obsession over toys put him in those positions. Yeah. Well, I think that's a common thing with the both of them. They're both exceedingly selfish.
Yeah. But Chris's was very learned because Barb is a very selfish woman. There are instances of people who knew the internet lumberjack, may he rest in peace, who Barb would run up his credit cards buying shit they didn't need.
Okay, but because he got it from his parents, why does that make it okay? You know what I mean? It's like she's like excusing it just because. Like, what?
And he would tell her, go take it back. We don't need this. And then she would go basically like manic and like threaten to kill herself and all of this stuff. And Barb and the internet lumberjack himself just did not know how to handle it. And I guess Chris, seeing this from such a young age, learned that if he acted a certain way to his father, he could get whatever he wanted by doing those things. So I don't really know if it was the same way for Lorne, or if his mom, being a single mom at the time, basically just doted on him or babied him, or if he had a grandparent who just basically carried him through most of his life.
Well, we can assume that Lorne did the whole crying thing to his mom to get out of whatever trouble he was in at the time, and he is the runt of the Armstrong litter. So he probably got away with a lot more than his brothers and sisters do. Oh, Nicole's here.
Yeah,
Brandy's here. What's going on, guys?
I mean, not to the same extent, but that's like saying like Lee Greer or his brother. I'm not sure which one's the older one, but that's like saying the younger brother. Well, I mean, he learned it from his brother, so you know, he can go free. Like it's an excuse. Like who gives a shit? Like if you're a piece of shit and you learn it from your parents to be a piece of shit, you're still a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like.
Nicole says, R.I.P. Bob. Moment of silence.
Yeah.
Moment of silence for the internet lumberjack. May he rest in peace. Amen. So we're saying, okay, with the ladies, we're gonna say that Chris has an advantage with the ladies.
Yeah, I mean, he might have gotten a lot lizard, but at least he got fucked.
Yeah, and I think we're both of the opinion that Lorne is a virgin, right?
Yes, he is so just even still like.
You know what? She would probably somehow like blame Barb or some shit. It would be very awkward. IRS. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Hey, Donde. How much of this is she making up about Chris? So I don't know because I don't know enough. I don't know enough about Chris. I don't think she's. I haven't heard anything too out there to think that she's making anything up, but I'm not sure. I'm still waiting for Jason Blaha to be mentioned.
Like I heard one of the Michelle Simpson calls where he was trying to talk dirty, and it was just like I feel my ovaries slowly drying up and withering away.
Yes, that'll do that.
Like he just did not like he told her that he was gonna like bite her nipple or something hard, and she was like, "Don't bite it off," and I was like, "Ow! Why would you say that?"
Yeah, Lord's a sick fuck.
Yeah, like he just. I don't know if he would be in a community, you know, like if he were to be in any community, he would be in the BDSM community, but he would be the bitch.
Yo, definitely.
He would be the one who would constantly be getting his ass handed to him.
I wish Bob would have actually.
Whenever she mentioned Lauren's ass just now, I was scared she was gonna say something else that she has said before. What about Stillers or Ravens?
Actually, chop down the internet. Brandy says hello to you, Kennedy.
Hello, Brandy.
Johnny Utah, if Lorne had sex, it wasn't consensual. Probably not. Well, look what he tried to do.
If Lorne has ever had sex, it was either she was passed out, he date raped her, or it was rape in general. There was no consensual sex ever with Lorne. He just does not know enough about consensual sex to have ever had consensual sex.
That's.
Why would you say something like that? Like at all? Like why would you mention that? I don't know. I don't think not knowing about sex necessarily means you're a virgin. And then you could argue like what constitutes as sex? Because I mean, you could say oral. That's oral sex. You could say, you could say a lot of things. You could even say like a hand job that could count as sex technically. So it just depends on what you're qualifying as sex. But even then, like a lot of people, if they're inexperienced, they wouldn't know a lot about sex, even if they've had it.
That's exactly my point. He doesn't know enough about female anatomy and just like the act in general to have ever experienced it. That's where I go. That's where I have my position. That's why I think that he's.
And I will say that I'm not saying that Lorne isn't a virgin. What I'm saying is, it's weird to, it's weird to me to like count him out just because of that reason. Like I get the theorizing, but it's just I don't know that yeah, because like Joran, I think just because of like the Kelpal chat log, I believe that Joran has had oral sex. So because like he's never mentioned having sex before, so like does that mean that he's a virgin? Like I don't know. I guess it depends on everyone's definition.
No, he's still a virgin. You can see Lorne.
Definitely.
Codfisher can see Lorne going for a dominatrix. Yeah.
We should get him hooked up to
And then if you want to go even more, like, what about like, and I know I'm going off on a tangent here, but what about like gay men? Like, if you're only constituting vaginal sex as a way to lose virginity, a way to lose virginity, then like gay men who have had like ton experience are virgins. Like if you want to say that. And in fact, I did have someone say that to me one time. I'm like, no, I don't think that makes them virgins.
Slave to Mistress is dominatrix.
Well, I think, and I've mentioned this in videos before, I think that Lorne and Christine belong together.
Again, we need to make this happen.
I know, right?
Like, I really want just a few calls of Christine doing her fake voice to Lorne, just to see if he buys it.
So, Brandy asks if I could actually see Lorne raping somebody.
Yeah, I mean, he tried. He tried for over a month to rape a 12-year-old. Like,
So I assume that Brandy, you mean like you're not talking about
Kayla.
No, well, that's what you're talking about. Brandy, you're asking if he would forcibly do it, and I don't know. I don't want to speculate on that.
I think Clover's starting to lose his stream of it. He's stumbling over his words. Which, you know what? 20 minutes of dealing with Kennedy. Well, 22 minutes. I think that's really good. It's a lot better than I could do. I will say that.
I don't know.
He has a anger issues.
He does.
Anger issues, and add alcohol to that, and there's no telling what he would do.
Right. As far as forcibly doing it, I don't know. But God forbid if you're a female and you fall asleep at his house, because we have the Lorne call with Ember where he says, you know, if you fall asleep, I'm going to stick my dick in your mouth. So, you know, that's whether, you know, it's forcible or not, that's still rape right there. Would he actually, like, you know, physically, like, you know, like, I don't know. But
he seems to have a fetish almost for it, because what really bothered me in the whole pornography was, do you have woods? Do you have a wooded area around your house? And I don't live very far from Bowling Green.
Oh my god, is she gonna say that Lorne was trying to do the act in the wooded area? Oh my god, Kennedy's so fucking stupid. No, he was looking for a place to park, dumbass. I'm sorry, I'm getting I'm getting a little annoyed with Kennedy. Oh, he's way done. I don't blame him.
In Kentucky or Nashville at all. I am in Mississippi at the top. So I live quite close to both. But here in the South, if you get far enough into the woods in a house, near a house, whatever, you cannot hear anything after a while. Like, it's just so dense that if anybody were to scream or try to call for help, no one would hear them.
Right. Well, was he? I always took the woods thing as saying. I always thought that was more of a thing somewhere he could hide his car so the neighbors didn't see.
I thought of it more of, if she, you know, getting her out to the car, if she tried to resist, like if the actual pictures were that girl, you know, she does not. He could have easily forced her into his vehicle without anyone knowing.
No, I don't agree with that. I think that's maybe that's what Lorne. I don't know. Maybe that's what Lorne was actually thinking. But I don't think that's what he meant whenever he said that. I think that's a stretch and a half, I would say. She talks about, like, someone mentioned earlier, like, she was talking about DMAC mutilating genitals or whatever. Like, that's that. Like, how do you? Something's not right with this girl. That's all I know.
I mean, that's absolutely true. Do we think, like, Lorne is that shitty of a guy that he would do that, though?
She would have fought him tooth and nail, have tried to rape her there and just taken her back to Nashville with him, because he thought that he was this, you know, ultimate bad guy genius who could get away with it.
No, that's wrong. No, Lorne would have not raped. I don't believe that Lorne would have raped her in the car, and then, because what would be the point of taking her back to Nashville then? What? She's like talking like Lorne's a fucking I almost want to say like the oh my gosh, I can't. Arrested Development video came out about Lorne, where like Lorne killed Kayla. Like, no, that's not. But that came out later. No, that's not what was going to happen, because Lorne was in love with her, so he wouldn't. I mean, I can't say that he wouldn't force himself on her, but I don't think he would have ruined it from the start. You know what I mean? Like, that's very weird. Like, I think Lorne would have waited until they got home, or tried to have. He probably would have, like, touched her butt or whatever whenever they were in the car, like he said he was going to do. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, Lorne was such a transparent predator that it's weird to even theorize about what his intentions were. You know what I mean? Like I don't think he had any other intentions than what was laid out in the chat log.
Trent says that Lorne might have had sex in prison. Good point. Lorne's crop circles are
He was the bitch.
Lawrence.
He was always the bitch.
Lawrence crop circles are enough of a violation for me. Yeah. Those crop circles are horrifying. So okay, now let's move on to employment. I think we're going to go advantage Lorne on this one, right?
Well, let me think about it.
Okay, so
Chris,
girl, what do you have to think about? Christian hasn't worked since like Wendy's or whatever the fuck fast food store that was that he was working at, like years ago. Like I don't believe he's worked since then. What do you have to think about? All he does is eBay online at this point. He doesn't anymore, but at this point, all he did was eBay online. Lorne actually probably had a job at this point. I guess I don't know enough about Lorne either, but yeah, like what?
Chris hasn't had a job in over like I think the cricket is like 300 and some odd days now.
It's been longer than that, hasn't it?
Since where he hasn't applied for a job.
Oh, since he applied for a job. Well, when was the Wendy's thing? That was probably like 8.
Wendy's before the Blue Spike saga, I think.
Nicole's laughing at him.
He did have a job.
Wendy's was like fucking 2010, 2009, something like that. We're talking a really long time. So I don't. What does she need to debate? Like, why do you need to debate if you agree? What is there to add? I don't get it. Anyway, I'm gonna. That's my hour for now. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream here. Because I need to give my new kitten some attention, and play with him some. So yeah, we made it 26, which is funny. This will probably be as I said, like a 4-part stream. So. Look forward to that. It's interesting how what am I looking for? It's interesting how like wrong she is about a lot of stuff, and like how she just like draws conclusions to shit that doesn't even make any sense. So I'm probably also gonna get something to eat, and I think if I'm gonna get something to eat, I think the best way to end the stream is this song.
Hunger Strike, Temple of the Dog, rock on. I don't mind stealing bread from the mouths of decadence. But I can't feed all the powerless when my cup's already overfilled. Yeah. But it's on the table, the fire is cooking. And they're farming babies, the slaves are working. Blood is on the table, the mouths are choking. I'm going home. Can't feed on the powerless when my cup's already overfilled. Oh. But it's on the table, the fire is cooking, and they're farming babies, the slaves are working. And it's on the table, the mouths are choking. I'm going hungry, yeah. I'm going hungry, yeah. I'm going hungry, yeah. I'm going hungry, I'm stealing bread. I'm stealing bread. I'm going hungry. I'm going hungry. I'm going hungry. I'm going hungry. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe.